He's been called the progressive pope, but these days the leader of the Catholic Church, who once promised zero tolerance for predator priests, is playing the oldest, most despicable game in the good book, victim blaming. At an assembly of more than 250 bishops this past weekend, Pope Francis said that abuse accusations and the people who bring them, quote, seek to soil the church, and insist that it needs to be protected from such attacks, adding that the devil, quote, in this moment is accusing us very strongly, and this accusation becomes persecution. The devil? A month ago, I lamented the Pope's silence, speaking louder than words, but I think I may have spoken too soon, because these words are deafening. The devil is in the sexual abusers, not the survivors, like Heather Taylor, who was abused by a Pennsylvania priest when she was just 7 years old.
He would put his hands on me, and he would put his hands underneath my uniform. The Pope can say whatever he wants. There's no apology in the world.
She's right. No apology in the world can make up for what she went through, but a dismissal from the Pope could surely add to it. When the Pope blindly denigrates abuse survivors, he's blaming people like Heather Taylor who still suffer from that trauma today. The same survivors he and Boston Cardinal Sean O'Malley are supposed to be advocating for through the Church's Commission for the Protection of Minors, a group which has done so little that all the survivors on it quit in protest. In short, Francis is blaming thousands of survivors of predator priests around the world, including the ones abused by American Cardinal Thomas McCarrick, who was only pushed out of the church in July after years of accusations that went unaddressed, as he continued to rise through the ranks of the clergy and even spoke about the abuse crisis to the media.
Do you believe there's a special place in hell for men who represent Christ on earth and abuse their flock?
There is certainly a special terrible judgment on someone who would abuse the trust that a priest must have, that a priest does have.
A trust that abusers like McCarrick shattered when they abuse the people that look up to them, and a trust Pope Francis breaks too when he dismisses them. Survivors do not soil the Catholic Church, but the Pope's words against them, they do.